Hundred Acre Wrist tutorial as promised. This is going to be the last Sematary tutorial for a while, but I'll just cut to the chase and we'll get right into it. Real quick, as always, this is my take on Hundred Acre Wrist beat, so it's not going to be the exact same. Like, for example, there's no guitar sample in this. I know a lot of the songs on there have a guitar sample. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get right into the leads. So the first lead and the kind of driving force of the melody of the beat is the LD Cheap Trance lead from Nexus. I believe that's the name of the preset. Yep. And it's just this simple pattern, and it's pasted 2 octaves higher. So I'm going to let you guys listen to that with no effects real quick. It's a really nice, easy melody, so now I'm going to play it with the effects pasted on top of it. We've got an EQ just to remove some of the lows. Fruity Convolver with the wet stereo separation turned all the way up, as always. I believe this is the first chorus preset with it turned to about 75% of the mix level, so it's not too overpowering. Flanges, same deal, but it's put to about 85%. And then Fruity Soft Clipper just for some volume control. And this is what it'll sound like with all the effects on it. Now it's time for the second lead, which is a custom serum patch made by Lil Rosie that I use sometimes. So here's what it sounds like dry. As you can tell, it's a little abrasive, so we're going to put some effects over it to soften it. Pretty much everything uses the same effect chain in this track, except this time I have 2 instances of chorus, which I believe the second one is set to the 3rd chorus preset, and it's turned to 75% so as to not be too overpowering. So let's listen to that again with all of the effects on it. And then for the counter melody, it is the Nexus preset chord lead 3, and just like the first melody, it is layered twice. It's layered with 2 octaves above the original layer. So yeah, we're gonna listen to this dry. So yeah, same deal, it's just not wide enough, it's not witch housey sounding enough, so we're going to put our effect chain on it. This one is a little different in that I put Blood Overdrive on it, but it's just the normal preset and I didn't change the mixing level or anything, it was just to give it a little bit of extra oomph. So here's what our counter melody will sound like with all the effects on it. And here are all 3 of the melodies with the effects together. And now it's time for the fun part, which is the drums. Like all of Sematary's projects, the drums are, I wouldn't say complicated, but they have a lot going on. So these are the chorus hi-hat patterns with a little bit of reverb and soft clipper on it for volume control. The reverb works itself out when you play it with the rest of the beat, don't worry. And then just a simple pattern that I'm not going to play because you know what it sounds like. For the verses, got a little accent open hat here. same deal, it has some reverb on it. Here's our primary snare pattern. And then our secondary or transition snare pattern. I'm realizing I have to turn that down a little bit, so I'll do that before I finish the beat. This is the obligatory Salem sounding perk. And then we've got the kicks. Finally, we have the 808s. So these are actually pretty important for 100 Acre Wrist beats because they tend to be pretty hard hitting. So I have an effect chain on it. It's just overdrive, but I make it clip on purpose so it has more of a like punchier sound in the final beat. You'll see what I mean when I play it at the end. Here it is. So it's not the 808 clips, but it clips when it's with the kick. So that's actually it for the like technical parts of the beat. I do want to talk about structuring a little bit because 100 Acre Wrist does have a few songs that start off with a chorus. They actually did this on Cutter Lane, which was Turnabout's recent project. I don't know, I can't keep track. It was good though. But yeah, it's just, I decided to borrow this from Dear God, which is where it starts off pretty hard hitting and then it gets a little softer and then it goes back into the chorus, verse, chorus, outro, because I didn't want to do a whole beat, like a whole 4-minute song. Just wanted to get the gist out there. So I'm actually not going to play the full beat after this. I'm going to play a little bit because I'm going to put this up on my track train. I'm going to try and move more traffic towards there. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Just real quick before I end the video, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you could, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and stay tuned for more content. I'm excited for what I'm going to bring out next. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but I know it's going to be fun. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day.